As an urban beach community, Santa Monica has been dealing with the reality of homelessness in our society for decades. So we've built an effective network of partnerships with our nonprofits and houses of worship and community volunteers. They work together every day to reduce homelessness. So over the years, it's made a real difference so people could get jobs and find housing and be reunited with their families. But there's a new reality in Santa Monica and throughout the Southland. It's a regional homelessness crisis. Homeless numbers are up dramatically across LA County, and the face of homelessness has changed. More people have spent more years out on the street. So we see more instances of untreated mental illness and substance abuse and antisocial behavior. We know this has impacted our community's security and our quality of life. So we will not stand still in the face of this challenge. It's time to mobilize our entire community to build an even stronger network to make a difference in the lives of homeless people and to keep our community safe. We're asking everyone in the community to participate because homelessness affects everyone. We recognize city government's responsibility to lead, so every day our focus will be on proactive engagement. So let's share some of the innovative and collaborative approaches our city is taking to tackle this crisis.
The Community and Cultural Services Department works with local and regional service providers, first responders, and local hospitals every day to coordinate appropriate services to our most vulnerable homeless neighbors. When people connect with healthcare, benefits, jobs, and housing, we can reduce the impact of homelessness on our community. Using new resources, we will expand our efforts by creating new outreach teams to focus on specific, high-impact public spaces. In the coming months, we will add 10 to 12 new outreach workers through contracts with LA County and local nonprofits. You will be seeing more service professionals engaging directly with people who are homeless in our parks, beaches, and public spaces. The teams will work on getting people who are new to Santa Monica connected with appropriate regional resources, which are expanding thanks to voter-approved Measure H funding. We will continue to provide comprehensive care to individuals who become homeless in Santa Monica or who've been homeless on our streets for many years.
There's no one-size-fits-all approach to address homelessness, and enforcing criminal laws alone is not the answer. To effect meaningful change, the police department has employed a proactive homeless engagement strategy coupled with a focus on connecting individuals to services. Every officer, civilian and sworn, will be trained, informed, and engaged on homeless issues and work in coordination with service providers and other city departments. We will increase the number of officers on the homeless liaison team and utilize West Coast Care and co-located Department of Mental Health personnel to form engagement teams to directly impact the quality of life of those living on the street.
Along with the police department, the fire department is on the front lines of homelessness. Many of our calls for service related to homelessness are for medical needs. Right now, our only option is to take people to local emergency rooms. We are exploring deployment models that more efficiently address these low acuity calls. Additionally, we are exploring how to integrate a multidisciplinary approach that adds a social worker at high impact stations to provide people with options into service at the point of interaction. We are activating a new software program that will allow us to better predict areas of need and ensure appropriate response times.
The Housing and Economic Development Department is implementing 3 new approaches to assist in housing homeless families and to prevent homelessness from occurring. We are prioritizing federal home housing vouchers for households at risk of homelessness and for persons who became homeless in Santa Monica, with the highest priority for seniors and persons living with disabilities. We are expanding the continuum of housing by creating a new path for persons who were formerly homeless, now living in permanent supportive housing, to graduate to less service-enriched housing, thereby freeing existing supportive housing for homeless persons with greater service needs. We are also implementing a new pilot program to prevent homelessness by providing a basic needs subsidy targeted to long-term senior residents who are extremely low income and paying more than 1/2 of their income toward rent.
We strive to create a welcoming environment for all library visitors, including those who are most in need. We have introduced pop-up resource fairs to help people in a space where they feel comfortable, the library. Our first fair in October assisted 38 people. Having a part-time outreach specialist from the people concerned at the various library locations has resulted in 2 people receiving permanent housing. We will continue this collaboration while hiring a dedicated library social worker to fill the gap for those who do not already receive or are ineligible for services. 2 new library service officers will help improve efforts to create a welcoming and positive environment for all visitors at each of our 5 locations.
These new investments are part of a focused effort to get people off the streets and connected to the services and housing they need. We will monitor the effectiveness of these strategies and make adjustments that lead to the best possible results. Homelessness is a regional crisis. We can't make a significant impact alone. We look forward to working with you to address this important issue. Thank you for caring so deeply about Santa Monica.